Hello everyone, welcome to the second edition of our newsletter. This week we are diving into a topic that's often seen as a complex puzzle, but fear not, we are here to break it down for you. That's right, we're talking about programmatic SEO. And the best part, you don't need to be a coding wizard to understand it.
Programmatic SEO, programmatic SEO, programmatic SEO. It's just everywhere, be it on LinkedIn or wherever you go. You just see the same topic that's hot in the SEO industry. Alright, so let's get started with programmatic SEO. It's nothing but creating pages in bulk, targeting long tail keywords. That is the same practice which a lot of websites have been doing it for a long time now. Here is one example site, Practo. For this keyword, best diabetologist in Chennai. They just created this page, and within this Chennai there are a lot of neighborhoods within Chennai, so they have just created a lot of these localities. Not sure if you can see it. I'll just zoom this in slightly. All these localities, they have created sub pages. I don't think it's humanly possible to do it for every single page, creating the content. So what they have done is that they have created this page in a dynamic way that it just auto filters the doctors specific to that locality, and also they have created this entire page, be it the page title, everything. It's been focused towards that specific locality. Now the same thing you can see done by a lot of other sites. Say for example, when you say used Mahindra car in Chennai, you can see a lot of these sites like Car Deco, Car Trade. All these are dynamically generated pages. So they've created it for Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai. They created all these pages dynamically, and so these kind of pages, what happens is for all the cars, the various models, just creating it every time manually, it's going to be difficult. So they have just auto generated these pages, and dynamically these filters get applied so that the specific cars in that locality gets shown up. Now what we're going to do is, let's try to build something from scratch on how to do programmatic content creation for specific. Probably we'll take the real estate industry, and I'll show you with a live example. Great. So we're going to start with the keyword research. I'm using the tool Ubersuggest. So the first core step is to first look at what are the kind of keywords are we targeting, and what are the various permutation combinations or the dynamic factors associated to that keyword. So say for example 2 BHK flats in Bangalore, it has a keyword volume of 5,400. The difficulty, it's okay, 43, but still as you know, there's going to be like a lot of marketplaces which is having a cutthroat competition. The click-through rate on SEO results is also really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the keyword ideas here and try to figure out what kind of long tail variations does this keyword generate. Now if you notice here, I'll just click on the view all keyword ideas. Now it's quite important to understand what are all the dynamic variations that we can add. So in this case, if you notice 2 BHK apartment in Bangalore for sale, Whitefield, Bangalore, Indira Nagar. So I think the various neighborhoods within Bangalore are getting popped out. So this is quite an interesting case because they also have some good volume. So this is not like very bad. Again, the summation here is that, as you can see, as we go into HSR layout and a lot of other neighborhoods, the difficulty seems to be quite good for us to go after. So the whole aim of programmatic SEO is not to target like one keyword which is having like 100k search volumes, but this is all about capturing the breadcrumbs where we're looking at those keywords which are having some small keyword volume, but having a decent difficulty score to achieve. You don't want to compete with the bigger guys, and trying to place a content specific to that keyword. And of course, please bear in mind, this is not like a black hat tactic or something. This is just for people who genuinely have a lot of specific to that locality. If they have a lot of things to offer, a lot of products to offer, this will be like a very good strategy to help you rank faster. Now Let's now that we've understood that in this analysis that we know that in Bangalore the neighborhood specific keywords are getting a lot of traction. So what we'll do immediately is I'll just go to creating a new sheets document, and we have to also do some research. Let's say the neighborhoods, list of neighborhoods in Bangalore. So probably we'll get into this list. We need to check whether, as you can see, this list has some good areas within Bangalore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this for now and paste it here. Now you have, I'm just doing this as an example. Now again you have to rinse repeat it for all the localities, whatever, within this particular city. So now we have the area, we have the taluk name and the district in Bangalore and the state. Now what could be the other dynamic component? So it could be like the number of flats available in that location, number of ATMs, number of schools, bus stop, you just name it. All these are the things which people will be searching for, right, when they are looking for buying a flat out there. So I'm gonna, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna fill this with a lot of information. Okay, so I have filled in some of the numbers here. Again, you can expand this further by adding the school names, some popular school names in that locality. What are the ATMs? It's like HDFC, ICICI, whatever ATM names available, the famous temples in that location, or the hangout places in that location. You just keep understanding all this, the modifiers for that specific thing, mostly like the use cases that people search on, or while making a decision for buying a flat. Keep adding that. So now that you have generated this kind of list, the next thing is to head on to ChatGPT, and probably we can add this pretend okay, so in ChatGPT I've added this prompt. I'm asking it to pretend as an English language expert. I'll give a list of neighborhood in Bangalore along with the number of flats, ATMs, etc. You need to help me create short descriptions for the same. Now also it's quite important to ask the bot if it has understood and ensure that what it has understood, whether it's right or wrong. Now that this is quite good, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this list that we have here and I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT, and now as you can see, ChatGPT has started creating these dynamic content. Of course, you can always even further tweak this prompt by asking it to create in 100 words or 50 words or whatever be your case. Now like this, again this is like we are using this 3.5 free version, but if you are able to get access to the API, it will be great. You can always plug into the spreadsheets itself, so that here itself we can start generating the content dynamically, so that based on all these factors, the specific page content could get created at scale. The same you can repeat it with page title, descriptions. Now that the brief content is already created, the frequently asked questions, like this you can, sky's the limit. So once you have this entire dynamic thing in place, you can just get all these things created in a dynamic way, create the spreadsheet, and any WordPress site or anything, there is always dynamically you can export the CSV file to generate pages. So there will be a lot of options. It's quite easy to work with the developer, and I think it will be very easy to get these kind of pages done. So keep in mind that don't overdo this. Just focus only if you are really having good capability in terms of having this kind of the quality of the data that you have. In this will play a major role in terms of getting the right content generated. So that's about it with regards to programmatic SEO. You're now at least in a starting stage of doing programmatic SEO. So thank you so much for going through our newsletters. I really enjoyed looking at some of the feedback that we've received for the last week's newsletter. I look forward to your feedback and keep supporting us. I'll also see you in the next topic. So whatever topics that you want me to cover in the coming newsletters, feel free to comment. We'll definitely consider it. Thank you so much.